Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Notre Dame's offense will go to work first. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we'll get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games, the team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and block out all the noise.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this, they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. So Stanford's offense will have its first possession of the game. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best in the country at your spot. So interested to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy, because I'm not going after him, Palmer.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. And so if he is going to try him, he better have really good timing. He better be very accurate. He better not be late throwing out-breaking routes because this dude will pick him off and take it to the house.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Under fire. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a success.
No. Go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking to fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this: we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap. You can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Here come the Irish back on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Pucks it out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Motion from the back. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Charlotte pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. The 49ers were clicking in every phase of the game, and the results speak for themselves. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Now the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Green. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Throws to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Hill. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying.
He'll take a shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Finds his tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good solid pickup on that play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly complete.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what to catch it, big fella.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Trying play action. Got his man on the outside. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. This is why quarterbacks get the biggest NIL deals, because they're supposed to make something out of nothing.
You know what? If he took some of that NIL money, Reese, and spent it on more linemen, maybe he has more protection and more time to go through his progressions.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. And he will score! Touchdown, Fighting Irish! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. There he goes. Made a defender miss. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Makes the grab.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. He'll keep it on the sneak. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. That is no good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Intercepting, the defense has set him up.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Pressure coming. Fires deep toward the end zone. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Ball down inside the 5, at the 4 after the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quick strike complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Poe.
And he threw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
That's a great play by the defensive back, swatting away that football on that deep pass.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. On the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. Stanford wants to push the pace. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Here's the pressure. Quarterback gets the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They'll run it from the gun. Fighting off the defender. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's a heat. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Touchdown, Stanford! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And earlier this offense had to settle for 3. Nice job finishing the half, punching it in the end zone, cutting into this lead, and gaining the momentum in the football game.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Waning seconds of the 1st half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. The give on the option. Crosses to 35. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Pass the touchdown, Irish. Great job by the back on the option.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
He'll put toe together and get this second half started. And here's the return. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. He's got it near midfield, and the returner will be brought down. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Slings it. Tosses it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. The play action fake with the catch. It's Poe, and they're able to get him on the ground.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to the ground. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Notre Dame looking for this 4th down conversion. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Give to the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. He'll set up to throw. Oh, they're after him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got his man. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Going right to work up top. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete to the left. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
I don't think he was the primary receiver on the play, but when you get that open, you become the primary target.
You ain't lying, and a great job. Credit to the quarterback seeing it, because you have your primary guy you want to go to first. He sees him wide open, delivers the strike. That's the guy you should hit, the guy that's open. Don't get hung up on that first guy all the time.
He's looking to throw. Buying some time. Trying to find the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Notre Dame. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Pittsburgh looked like a bunch of world beaters today. A stern-to-stem beatdown. I think a lot of people forget this program won 5 national titles last century. A rich tradition and a sparkling performance today. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to balanced kind of game, but this type of win is a serious statement.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He'll do it himself. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
I'll tell you, you love linebackers that are good against the run, but how nice is it when you've got a guy that can sit in zone coverage like he can and not just pick it off, but find his convoy and take it to the house. That is a game-changing play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Trying the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the grab on the left. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And that's a really difficult route to handle if you can get a big fella working the outside in the corner like that.
No doubt, because he runs upfield first and then makes a beeline towards the sideline. So whether it's man or zone, you can throw that football away from the defender and make some big plays.
A shot toward the end zone, and it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. opposing ends of the field. That gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
Looking to throw. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Wants to throw again. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
About to have the ninth snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. With that latest touchdown pass, it might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the middle. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Behind the chains now on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. On the move, he fires. Connection to the right. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Just a short pass to the tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unleashes it on the run. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. A nice job by this team.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the grab down the left side. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Finds a man on the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. They're working that left side. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Quick release by the QB. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
We're close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And the misconnection on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the seat.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen,
He lofts one down the sideline. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Here we go.
Off play action on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Buying some time as he moves left. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Off play action. Hit as he throws. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Coming out on first down with the play fake. They get to him as he throws. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent.